Hi friends, this is Deep Basu and welcome to my channel Think Deep, and I'm back and I'm going to review the film Shershah. And yes, I just watched it, and frankly speaking I'm not a very big fan of war movies, and honestly speaking I don't want to sound rude, I'm not a very big fan of Sidharth Malhotra. So when I watched the trailer of Shershah and when I was hearing a lot about this film, I was not very keen to watch, or I didn't have much high hopes, and I was not expecting this movie to do so well. And but I'm quite wrong. I just watched the movie and I loved it, and I'm sure most of you have already watched it. It released yesterday, and it has garnered quite good reviews. So coming before I begin my review, I really want to thank all the Jawans who were part of the 1999 Kargil War and all the Jawans who are serving our country right now. I really salute them. It's a very challenging work. It's a very challenging service, and these Jawans are the real heroes. Not your Salman Khan or Shah Rukh Khan; those are showbiz. But these Jawans who are serving the country, who are fighting for our country, they are the real heroes. So I really salute them, because I don't have that so much guts to go out there and fight for the country. So these people are doing it on behalf of us so that we are protected, we stay safe. So Captain Vikram Batra sir, I really salute you and to your family for for such a wonderful service, for sacrificing your own life, and he sacrificed his life while saving one of his own candidates, one of his own peers. So definitely, it's definitely very commendable. So coming back to the film, and as you know, it's very self-explanatory. It's a biopic of Captain Vikram Batra. So the movie basically begins non-linear. The movie begins with the end shot where Vikram Batra is along with his army troops, and he's about to capture the point 4875. That's the last bunker, Pakistani bunker with Pakistani troops. So that's how the movie begins, and we are basically, it gives a cliffhanger moment, and then the movie goes back and takes us back 10 years ago in a place called Palampur, which is I think in Himachal, where we see the young Vikram and Vishal Batra. By the way, Vikram Batra has a twin brother called Vishal Batra. So both of them are playing, and we get a sneak peek into the life of Vikram Batra, how he was as a kid, as a student, and how brave he was. And so Vikram as a kid was always very fearless, and he always wanted to join the army and serve his country. He used to love his country. So that's how we get a sneak peek. Then we are taken to the college years of Vikram, and he's around early 20s, how he's in love with this girl called Dimple, which is played by Kiara Advani, and how both of them, they start dating and whatnot. So we get a sneak peek of his younger days and how he was. He was quite street smart. He was fearless, and he was always very jovial, friendly, and he had always had this smile. And he used to always make people laugh, and everyone loved him. He was very lovable as a person. Then we are taken back to his first posting in Kashmir, where he basically he has a very good impression. He's very brave, though because of his impulsive attitude and street smart attitude. Often, sometimes people used to misjudge him, but because of his performance and his bravery, he used to always, gain that confidence from his peers, his seniors. So after that, we get to see how Vikram, from a lieutenant, he becomes a Captain Vikram Batra, and he's pretty good and pretty talented as an army officer at a very young age. I think he gave up his life when he was around 25, 26. My God. Means at the age of 25, 26, I was doing nothing in my life. And giving up your life and fighting for your country, my God, that's so commendable. So Vikram Batra, from a lieutenant, how he becomes a Captain Vikram Batra, the Captain Vikram Batra. And slow and steadily, we are taken to the 1999 Kargil War. I'm sure most of you who are the 90s kids, if you have a good memory, you will remember how Barkha Dutt, the very famous journalist Barkha Dutt, covered the Kargil War. And so that's what the memory I have of Kargil War, and how many soldiers who gave up their life to protect us. So we are taken to the 1999 Kargil War, how Vikram Batra is assigned, and how he takes over each and every bunker. and finally, unfortunately, how he gives up his life in order to save one of his peers, one of his friends. He gets shot and he dies. But finally, successfully, we win the war. And as you know, 1999, India wins the Kargil War against Pakistan. So that's what basically the story about. And so it's very self-explanatory. If you have a gist idea of what the Kargil War was about and Captain Vikram Batra, so this is a story about, and it's quite inspiring. And so coming to the performances, I take back my words. Sidharth Malhotra, I am in love with your work. You're my favorite actor now. I'm going to root for you. I always liked you as an actor, but I was not a very big fan. But Sidharth Malhotra, you proved me wrong, brother. You are an amazing actor. You played Vikram Batra with utmost sincerity, and I love the way you convincing. I don't know much about Vikram Batra, but the way you portrayed the character, you were so convincing. Sidharth Malhotra, I will root for you now. I'll watch each and every film of yours, and I wish you get an award for this film. Coming to Kiara Advani, I'm in love with you, Kiara. You are so beautiful and you're a very talented actor. The good thing about Kiara Advani is that she's very consistent in every film. I'm not saying she's repetitive, she's consistent. She always manages to, impress you. So coming to all the performances, everyone has done a great job. Even I'm very good to see Shiv Pandit after a long time. That tall actor Shiv Pandit. He also has done a great job. He portrayed one of the true life officers who had served with Captain Vikram Batra. So overall the performances were quite good and decent, especially Sidharth Malhotra, who really stood out. I think Sidharth, this is your punch to all your haters and your detractors. And coming to the story, the script was good, decent, but somehow I felt the story revolved a lot around Vikram Batra. Other characters were not very well etched out. I somewhat was expecting the other characters, the other peers of Vikram Batra who played real life officers could have been very well etched out. Because beginning to end, the Vikram was getting very repetitive. Every scene, there was no breather. So somewhat I felt the story could have been a little more layered. I don't know how, but somewhat as a viewer I feel. But overall the script was good and the runtime was pretty decent, 2 hours, 12 minutes. Otherwise, war movies like LOC, JP Datta's LOC and Border, my god, the runtime, it gets so boring and you start, you will fall asleep. But the runtime was maintained within 2 hours, 15 minutes, so that's good. Editing is nice by Mr. Shrikar Prasad sir. He's one of the best editors in India. The cinematography by Kamaljeet Negi sir. I think there's the same DOP of Vicky Dono. He's the same DOP of various other films. I think Madras Cafe. So Kamaljeet Negi sir, amazing cinematography. Every war scene looked very real, and I love the landscapes, the drone shots. It looked wow. And director, he's not a debut director. His name is, I'm telling you, I'm forgetting his name. He's a director from South. Vishnuvardhan. He's the name of the director. He had made few hit movies down the South. Billa was one of the films. And this is his first Hindi Bollywood film. And I must say, Vishnuvardhan sir, hope to see more of your work. It was direction was amazing, the execution was amazing, the shot taking was amazing. Overall, the entire film was very convincing. As a viewer, definitely, it touches your soul, and especially the climax was definitely, I got teary-eyed, which I always do. And definitely you did feel for Vikram Batra and his family, and of course his going to be wife Dimple. You do feel about it, and this very rarely happens. So overall, Shershah is a must watch, and it is unlike any other war movie which has been produced in Bollywood. You're going to enjoy this, and definitely it's quite emotional towards the climax. So please keep the tissues, keep some tissues handy. Okay, and am I forgetting anything? Yeah, music was good. I like the first song, Raate Lambe by I think Tanish Bakshi is quite good. So overall, the packaging, the look, the performance, everything was quite apt. So Shershah, definitely, I have a feeling it's going to rule. And I've not watched Bhuj. I'll be watching it tomorrow and review it. So for now, watch Shershah. Don't miss it. Sorry. Watch Shershah. Don't miss it. And I like the fact when he says "Dil mange mo, sir, sir, dil mange mo." And this was the winning victory call for your the Vikram Batra. He had selected this victory call, and his code name was Shershah. And there was one scene where he cuts he cuts a tip of his finger, and with the blood he uses it as a sindoor, and that's a true life incident. It's not filmy. Vikram Batra was a filmy man, a filmy young guy. So guys, Shershah it is. Do watch it. Don't waste your time. It's definitely going to amaze you. So guys, good night for now. I usually was about to review it tomorrow, but I couldn't wait. So guys, watch it. Please subscribe to my Instagram page, my Instagram page or handle, my YouTube channel, Think Deep Basu. Instagram handle is the Peanut Butter Boy or Deep Basu. So guys, I'll be back again with the review of Bhuj. Goodbye, good night, have a happy weekend.